I shall give it a moment. It looks like we are attempting to be live on the YouTubes. Yeah, looks like we're live there. What really annoys me about Twitch, Twitch should not automatically do that. In here. Okay, we are live here too. Awesome. So we're live here. We're only live on Twitch. I definitely need to start streaming elsewhere there. That looks fine. Okay, just going to go check on other devices, on other resolutions. I shall be back momentarily. Other resolutions been looking good. The kitten is sitting behind me, now looking at me, wondering why I disturbed him talking about him. So he should hopefully not require any additional distractions, shall we say? Just checking the sound. Yeah, seems fine. Okay. I think we are good to go with everything. So, that didn't work the way it was meant to. We'll open up our guru. It's not that link, it's that link. Start now. This one over here. Close. Okay. So I'm still trying to get ads installed in this. The last time we spoke. Welcome to Amax Games, 2 Idiots Learn to Code. This is episode 9 of this series, and in this series I'm trying to make a game called Brain Drain, which is a mobile game which asks general knowledge questions split into categories and is going to be compatible with mobiles. And let me just open Unity while I'm discussing it, or have I already got it open? Nope, that's OBS. So let's just open Unity because it will take a while to open, and I will have to discuss this while talking to people. I'll have to try and fill in the information and not just leave it dead space. It's just as well I'm used to talking to myself. I only really get worried when I answer myself. Okay. So let's open Brain Drain. Just wait for Unity to open. Yeah, the game has 3 modes. It has rounds mode, where it'll ask you 10 random questions and then give you a chance to restart. I also have one called survival mode, where you have 3 lives, and I believe it's 30 seconds to answer the question. If you don't, you'll lose a life, or if you get it wrong, you lose a life. And I have survival hardcore mode, where you only get 1 life. I also have built in a scoring mechanism, saved data for things. And the next thing I was going to do was try and put in a banner ad on our pause screen, basically, our information screen. And that's what I believe I was working on the last time we worked on this. Today I want to detect if there's an internet connection. I also want to detect if a ad server is available. Because you could have an internet connection and have an ad blocker going on. And since this game actually is going to have adverts in it, albeit at a minimal level, unless they're rewarded ads, then I generally want to make sure that they can access them. So next steps in this, today I'm hopefully going to add some more information to our information panel. Okay, I need to check this still compiles from all of the mistakes I was making trying to do the edits. So the first thing I need to do is go into build settings and check that we are on Android, which we are. And we have 32-bit fallback, that's fine. Okay, I actually have a device connected at the moment as well, to a physical device connected, so I can actually test it on a physical device. It's again an Android device, because Android make this nice and easy, or rather Google make this nice and easy. Apple make it as difficult as possible because, well, they're Apple. So what we want to do, so this is the main scene. We don't want to be looking at that scene just now. We want to be looking at, if we go to scenes down here, and we want to be looking at the main menu scene. Okay, so since you last seen this, I was trying to make this look better on mobile, and as useful as I can, and the stats button had stopped working. So for the time being, I've moved the stats button up here. And as you can see, these have now expanded to the width of the screen. And the brain drain logo has been modified slightly, but the actual code behind it has all remained the same. So let's first of all compile this. I wonder how I could do a live screen grab of the physical device. I think I'd actually have to point a camera at it. That might be something that I consider doing in the future. So the game is now running. I don't have the application running on my phone for the game to make it though, so let me just do that just now. It won't work for this one, but it will work when I restart it. I'm also running this on a potato phone. It's probably the best way to call it, because it actually automatically jumped into the game. The phone it's running on is a Galaxy S8, so that's what, 8 years ago, because it jumped from, I think there was a Galaxy S10 and it jumped to 20. And we're on 25 now. So this is an S8. So 8, 9, and 10. So 5, 6, 7, 7 years old. A 7-year-old phone, and it still works perfectly. So yeah, I mean that's an interesting setup. So what we want to do is we want to click in the stats bar. I'm going to have to bring this in at the sides. What do you think? Let me have a look at it on the physical device. Actually, I need to make a couple of changes in the physical device for this one. By the looks of it, although it does look okay, I think I want to bring that in, right? So that's a little change that we can make just now. We've got games completed, total questions. So I want to have the database version added here, and I want to have the application version, the game version added here. So that's information that I want, and then I can decide what's next. So if I click close, that should work. It automatically went into hardcore mode because my mouse is double clicking. Everything else seems to be work, so I'm not going to continue with that. I'm just going to stop that just now. Okay, so if I go back into our stats panel and I open up the stats panel itself, I will have to make it enabled so that I can see it. Okay. What I want to do is I want to go to resize, and I want to just, and actually, rather than bring it in as our padding, there is padding. Awesome. So, was it 15, 10 maybe? Right, and 10 from the top. Okay, 10's a bit too small. 50 maybe. Oh, 50 is probably too much. 25. 25 looks good. I think 25 is a good bet, yeah. And I might as well make it 25. Oops, not 254, David. 25, 25 from the top. Right, okay, awesome. Right, so I've now reshuffled that out. Excuse me. Okay, so what I actually need is I need 2 new TMPs in here. Okay, but before I do that, I will go back to our glorious code over here. We were trying to put a banner ad in and the banner ad was failing. I have removed that code. That's the only code that has changed since last time. None of it was working. In fact, it was probably working perfectly, to be fair. I found out that the ads do not work inside the emulator very well, and you pretty much have to test it on a physical device. And I don't even just mean literally use it via USB debugging on a device. I mean you physically have to be on a device. You actually have to install it to get it to work for some of the things, which I only learned over the last few days after wasting time chasing ghosts on this. I didn't. I was wasting a lot of time jumping around things, so it wasn't very useful to actually stream, or would have done it. Maybe do it in the future, I suppose. We can also have the content up there. If people don't like it, then perhaps we can change that going forward. So yeah, with that in mind, let's go to back here and we'll say on our stats panel, I want 2 new pieces of information. I want to display the application version. Jesus, my typing's terrible. And the database version. Edit project settings, player other settings version. Okay, so let's try that first. Edit project settings, player version. Interesting, let's change it to version 1.02. You know what, I'm kind of okay with that, to be honest. The company name's going to be amaxgames.com. Brain drain, can I put the space in? I'd prefer the space to be honest. I think that'd be better. Yeah, sweet. Okay, so I can close that down. You can grab it in the console like this. Okay, database version. If you're ready to retrieve the database version, you already have a way of doing it. Okay, yep. Okay. So add the 2 TMP text fields for these stats and then fill them in when showing the panel. Okay. So this should be my stat panel controller. I have way too many things open here. Stats panel controller. It's going to be in. I'll go back to Unity. Go back to here. Go back to scripts. And into stats panel controller. Okay. This version of Visual Studio is no longer supported or serviced. Update to the latest version. Oh, awesome. Okay. Let's just double check this. Okay, so we have a Get Database version here. And Chat GPT. Stats panel controller model behavior. Stats panel main menu, app version, DB version. Okay, so that's only given me additional things. Okay, well, we'll add these two because we need them. That's not giving me a copy and paste like it usually would. Okay, I want to copy that, and I want to jump across here. And I want to go to Unity, and I want to do right click, user interface, text mesh pro. Okay, do not know what the heck happened there. I right clicked the logo, but hey ho. Right, I want to right click, I want to rename, I want to do Control V. In fact, I'm going to rename that with a capital because all the rest have capitals. And I'm going to do the same with the DB version. Okay, I'll jump across to back to our code, and I will change this to DB version and app version. Okay, so it now knows that they're there. I can save these across. Okay, wait for it to compile. Okay, it's shown a new text, which is nonsense. So we'll need to go in here and drop out new text. I'll put app version. I swear I'm not drunk, honest. So we have our app version, and then we have our DB version. We should probably get a space in that just to make it look better, shouldn't we? Okay. So that's our two new things on here. And what do we want to do? We want to find out where it's getting, where it's actually setting these. So show stats, hide stats. Okay, so it's still got the ad manager lanes in here, which we don't have at the moment. So I do need to recreate that, but that's not a problem. Load stats. Okay, so I need to find the load stats section. Okay, and shall add the app version. capital A, shouldn't it? Okay, and then DB version. Just place it underneath. So, and we change that to the DB manager. That's not liking that. So actually Control Z, Control Z. So it's this one that we should change to DB manager. Okay, but it's not finding the DB manager get version. See that just now. So where's it calling DB manager? So where's it reference to DB manager? What am I missing? There we go. That's the line I'm missing because we've not declared it, so it doesn't know where it's looking. Back to stats panel, back up the top. It's in here. Down. Should clear that. Get database version. Do it. Main controller. What's database manager? Do Control F. Find version. Okay. Next. Get DB version. That's why. Okay, but it's got to be the correct. It's got to be the correct. Wait, wonder why that's still saying. Okay, so it's got to be the correct case. But I guess get DB version back here is private, so I need to change that to public so it can access it. Okay, oops. Okay, save. Back here. Think we're okay. Public string get DB version. Okay, if not, I'll actually recreate it because it's such a quick check. It's not going to be such an issue. Let's go back here. Go to stats panel and hide it again. Come on, okay, and let's run this baby. Oh, okay. Possible mistake in empty statement. Okay. You know what? Let's just take this out. Okay, jump back over to here and we'll just re-add it. Although, to be fair, that's probably why it was named differently. Because if we go back here, you can see this one. Oops. If we go back here, you can see this one is expecting it to be fed a string. So yeah, I'll just go down here somewhere. Place that in. I guess not there. Why wouldn't that be there? Okay. See, this is why AI is not always the solution. Okay, so it's not finding it there. Copy DB of date, copy DB of date Android. Version, .NET version. Okay, so how's it getting the version in the first place? It's not reading it from there. So it's setting these up on the fly. SQL connection, DB path, DB version. Okay, so that's the key that it's reading. All right, yeah, so it's actually grabbing these on the fly. So, okay, so I can't really just paste that in the way that it wants me to. So I've got to do it in two places then, basically. Actually, DB version key. So if I load the player prefs DB version key, then I can show the database version. This version not the same, otherwise it's intent passed. Okay. So in that case, can I place that in there, but instead of running current DB version, can I return the prefs.getString DB version key? Does that work? Let's see if it, oh no, that definitely doesn't work. Why is that? Is that because I've done that? Okay. I'm not sure if this is going to work, but let's try it. Oh, there's more compile errors. What the compile errors now? Possible mistaken or empty statement. It's a warning. That shouldn't stop it from compiling. Is everything saved? Everything saved? Oh, no, stats panel is not saved. Let's save stats panel. Does that work? It's looking healthier. That's plain, not showing any information. Awesome. Well, if it's something simple, it can be completely out of the way. Okay, so I do need to go back to stats panel anyway, I think. Stats panel. Or which one is it? Which one's got all of my things next to it? Stats manager. It is, it's stats manager. Okay, fair dues. So we've got two of these that are set to null. So I need to grab the app version and drop it in the app version, and I need to grab the DB version and drop it in the DB version. So hopefully that solves the null reference part of it. Okay, let's actually try the stats button on the real phone, and it's not giving me any information anymore. Okay, so it reckons there's something wrong with line 57 in stats controller. Okay, what's line 57 in my stats controller? That's interesting. Okay. Let's try something different then. This is my, what's it called? Stats panel controller.cs. Okay. Did I have some of these before then? App version text. Okay. That won't help. Oh, I didn't actually realize it fixed it for me. Awesome. Okay. Shall we try this, see if it works? Control A, Control V, Alt Fs. Okay, back to our game. And we'll try run it again. Okay, errors. Stats page. Okay, total questions in database unknown, app version, database version are not shown. Awesome. So why is app version, database version are not shown? Okay. So where's total questions? Moved duplicate TMP text fields. Okay, added start to assign DB. Okay, fixed. Total questions, so it calls the DB method instead of reading through private tabs. Make sure both app version update when the stats panel opens. Okay. This is why simple things in this game can take, or this in game code in any game, I suppose, can take so much longer than you expect. Okay, version and DB version are showing as blank in the stats panel. And it has cleared them out. I bet you that was running when I did these. So app version and DB version. Do you know what? I'm quite happy to add these to the debug log as well. In fact, not just now. So now hopefully if I hit play. There we go. App version, DB version. Total questions in database is shown unknown. Okay. So total questions in database is now showing as unknown. Okay, I'll probably just do this. I'll add this to start. So DB manager inside the start option. I thought it already did that for me. No? Did it not say it was doing that for me? It did do that for me. Okay. Interesting. Let's go back to it. My code now looks like this. If you want the menu to know the database question count, either put quiz distribution with the main scene as well, or refactor get total questions so it doesn't require a scene reference and just reads directly from a DB. Okay, the DB's count for the database search ready. I wouldn't have thought that would be an issue. I have fixed the app and the DB version. Blank. I don't mind the database manager exists, but okay, we'll try its method. So we'll copy the load stats and to get questions from the database. So I mean this part's pretty much effectively the same, almost identical. It's this last part that's different. So I'll go over here, back to our code. It's just load stats that we're changing. Okay, what I'm going to do is what I'm going to normally do when I do things like this. I'll do a double slash and is it the other way about? Is it star slash slash? Nope, that doesn't work either. Okay, I was going to try and take that entire area out, but it doesn't look like it's going to let me. Okay, well, I guess here's hoping that this works. So I'll do it this way then. Just a really bad way. Okay, and I'll just put this in here. And I'll save that. Go back to our game. Hit the compile and hit play. For myself, I just felt that's compiling. Okay, open the stats. There we go. There we go. Awesome. Right. So, oh God, didn't want to do that. Right. So we're getting there. So what else do I need to do in this stream? So I want to detect if there's internet access. Okay. So I'll do, I want to detect if there, say, internet connection and enter, oops, is available. The ads are not actually available, but that's an interesting fact that it would do that. No, I don't actually want to do that just now, but I did write this in one of my other games. So what I will do is I will create a copy of this back to our game. I'll just put new create C# script and we'll call it, I don't know, internet tech. Okay, and I'll open that up. So Control A and Control V on that. Okay, but what I will do is I'll call this the check internet connection is a deep one, but I will jump back into the other one. And I'll create another public void. So just for the sake of it, I shall grab, ironic, none of them are public voids. Yay! Okay, I'll just grab this, for example. I'll go back in here. And do that and call it quick check. Internet check. Okay, and inside of that, put these place that in there. Okay, and then after that, basically say if the debug is available, if a network connection is detected, then I want to check internet connection. Actually, what am I doing here? Right, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm being in debt, right? So, okay, can you combine these? So that it does the quick check. And if that is successful, then does the deep check to confirm. storing them in variables, I can add to the stats screen. So Control A. So come on, stop selecting stuff. Copy. Control A, Control V. Okay. How to use attachment script to automatic run both checks. You can now read device from any other script. Okay. Yeah, we'll go with that. So we'll go back to our game objects. Click new game object, create empty, rename internet manager. Okay. Let's go back to our script. Now save. Cancel. Where's my Unicode character? Okay, there it's there. Oh, I presume it's there. Presume that's it. No. So, what else in here is Unicode? Is it a number one for some reason? It is a number one. No idea why that would be. Okay, so then back to our game. Okay, add internet check to internet manager. Okay, interesting. I like that. It gives me a different site to check. Okay, let's go back to where it says to implement it. It will automatically run both checks on start. You can now read the values from any other script. Okay. Adding it to the stats panel. Okay. So let's go back to our stats panel. Stats panel script rather. FD version, this is higher up part I'm looking for, somewhere about here. So we'll have these grouped together. Interesting that one's not set as private. But why is it put in total answers.txt? That makes no sense. I don't want these in total answered text.txt. I want them in their own text fields. My machine is running slow and that's not helping with my typing, trust me. Okay, so that's saying to change the internet checks. So Control A, Control V. Interesting, that actually made it smaller. Okay, 2 extra lines to add to the stats panel. This is not a surprise. Okay, I want to have them. Well, actually, some of these are lowercase anyway. Looks like I've screwed up. Looks like I've screwed up. Okay, never mind. So we need to save this, and we need deep check and quick check. So we need to go back to the Unity. Okay, so that's nice. It's complaining about an error, but let's fix the other problem first. Right click UI text message pro. Right click rename. Control V. Okay, and text. Control V. Quick check. Okay. Right click new UI text message pro. Right click rename. Oh, right click and rename. Come on, mouse, bear with me. Control change quick to deep. Okay. Control deep check. Okay, sweet. Look at our connection. That's fine. Back here. That's also fine. Save in here. Back out. Okay. So it wants me to change my load panel to add the internet check. Looks like. Okay. So the last few lines. Actually, just copy that whole part there. If my mouse would play the darn game with me. 3 months till Black Friday. Come on. I'll treat myself to a new mouse when I can get it discounted. Okay. So this needs to be added to, it was added to load and stats panel, wasn't it? So it's down here. Oops. Okay. Go back over here, grab the update internet checks part. Have you noticed as my code has got larger, it's given me snippets rather than recreating the whole thing and giving me the whole thing unless you specifically ask for it. It's a nice way for it to keep track of what it's doing, so to speak, but it's also a bit of a pain in the backside when brilliant. It's also a pain in the backside when you're trying to do things like this. Okay. In your stats panel, create okay, done that. Yeah, okay, done that. In the stats panel inspector, saying quick check text. No, hold on. Yeah. Okay, so they've not been done. Create the empty game object and then measure attach it. Okay, right. So that's been done. So I need to go back to my stats panel. Stats panel manager. Yeah, I need to move quick check. Grr. Move. No, that's not going to work either. No, stats manager. Quick check to quick check. Deep check to deep check. Okay, they've been done. So line 178. Okay. So did it ask me to add any usings? It did not. Was that from internet check? It wasn't from internet check. Okay. So we need to say actually I'll do it. If internet is available, show green text and red if it is not. let's get it to do that, and then I'll fix the error. Because I'm pretty sure that's just something I'm missing at the systems part. No, I don't want to add that to it. Jesus, you're not getting many requests now on ChatGPT 5 before it complains, and it's working you out for 4 hours. 4 hours and 12 minutes for some reason. That's fine. I don't think I need any deep thought for this. Let's copy the I enumerator across for the update internet check. Let's copy that in there. Control V. Okay, and I'll go enumerator. Oops. It's underlined. Oh, it's not going to let me respond to this chat at all now. Fantastic. Right, okay. That's fine. New chat. I've only been streaming for about an hour, so I don't want to dig this up just now. So, I am writing code in Unity and have a red underline in iron. Yeah, systems collection's missing. There it is. Yep. See, knew it was something nice and easy. I knew something was missing in the system, didn't know it was collections, but hey. Again, information I'm picking up, so I am actually learning things, not just being a copy and paste monkey. Okay, let's jump this across, go back to here, see if the error has cleared. Get away. Come on. Okay, play. Interesting. Okay, yeah, thanks, that fixed it. I now have a error in this line. To be honest, I bet you I'm going before you do this. Let's try just adding private to it, shall we? See if this works. Because I did say that didn't look right when we were trying to paste it in. Okay, it seems to have compiled this time. Let's just clear the console. Click stats. Awesome. Quick check is true. Deep check is true. Okay. Let's change the names in that. I don't like the names of that. But I do like what it's doing. It'd be nice if only if the whole line wasn't changed colour, but we can deal with that later on. Quick internet check. Yep. Internet check. Okay, let's just save that. Go back over here. Okay, I don't need that anymore because I worked out the solution myself because I am awesome and I will continue seeing that until I actually believe it. So let's go back to our game. Clear the errors, try again. Right. Why am I getting an error? Okay, no, it doesn't like that line still. Okay. Back to our guru. Oh, okay, it's kind of telling me what to do with that one now. So take off the private, because obviously I'm wrong about being awesome. Okay, cut that out and put it in start. Okay, I'll wait for the compiler to go. There we go, that's looking better. Hit play. Bring up the stats on the phone. Boom, and my check looks fine. It's not loading my total answers or correct answers anymore. Why is it not loading them? Right, I can't ask ChatGPT about them just now, so I'm just going to have to suck it up for them just now, I think. Wonder what would have caused that. Okay, so the next thing I want to do, just delete this, is I already asked if we can detect an ad blocker. Most SDKs admin unit I have a provided and check it was failed. If ads consistently fail, it may indicate blocking time. However, we can make a check network request. Some developers make a small network request known to a known ad server URL if it fails to presume blocking. So I think that's what I want to do. I'm just going to add this into the internet check. So I'm just going to pull this out. Come on, select. Okay, copy this in, and I'll put it inside the internet checks because I mean technically it's still an internet check, isn't it? So in here. Okay, so they've right. So what I should actually probably do then, since this is already in the numerator, is just grab these lines. No, and these lines. Okay. needs added, but looks like if I was to guess, it's a Unity network and a Unity collection. Not networking there and collections there. Interesting. Yeah. And wow, I've just been told to start another chat again. Looks of it. Yeah, doesn't let me send any more of that. Awesome. So how is this different from how it was checking other requests? It doesn't matter. Let's play about. So Unity Engine, Unity Network, and System Collection. Right. So they're already in there. They are already in there. Okay. Let's save that anyway. And we shall play the red lane game again. Oh, it's been very smart. It's now knocked off all of my chats. If I start a new chat, yeah, but I don't care about Chat GPT 5. Okay, so if I just hit return. Uh-huh. Okay, request in netcode. Has a red underline. Unity Engine and Unity Engine networking are there. All the core routines called from elsewhere. Fine. Okay, so let's just take this code out then. Okay, and then add the start method. No, I don't want the start method. Should I maybe just put this in the stats panel one? No, I probably should have it in a separate one, to be honest. Let's save that for just now. It's already got a public enumerator inside internet check. So can I just add a second enumerator in here and make it work? Because coroutine is not going to call with anything, so it shouldn't make a difference. Okay, interesting how it works there. It didn't work when it was inside this one. Okay, so I just need to find out where I call run internet checks, which is there. And then add. put semicolon on the end. And it should be add check, if I'm correct. Okay, add script. Not even close, Davie. Not even close. Okay. So net check's the name of it. That's because it's not saved, maybe. Okay. I was expecting another one somewhere. Really? Open, close. Let's just control Z this then until that sods away. Okay. There we go. So that's inside the yielded one then. Right. Okay, so it programs quick check results. Yeah. So okay. Let's try this. Could be is that it? Okay, I think I broke that one. Interesting. There's meant to be a semicolon in there, so probably is. No, there's not usually. Okay. Let's try something else. Let's take this out. Okay, and then take this out. Oops, what's in our bracket? Yeah, right. Okay, so save this. Okay, control copy. Save. Can you integrate this into my code? Yes, add the error handling. You notice how complex this has actually became? This was like 10 lines of code initially, maybe 20. And now we're what? That was 40, now nearly 80. Okay. So get add script. This returns yields. Does it return any data though? Okay. How do I call this from another script so I can display the result? How do I call? I don't want to display the whole thing. How do I call get add script? How do I get the result of get add script from another script so I can display it? Well, it's hilarious at half the size of that. Okay, Control Z, because that wasn't what I was supposed to do. So internet check one behavior start. Okay, not pretty sure. Okay, so there's more headers to be added by the looks of it. Okay, start routine already has that, and I need the enumerator. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1. So I think that's correct. If I just copy that part, I need to switch out the enumerate get add script part. So I just do this. So I think it's to there. Okay, and save. Okay, and you enter display and net check. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I've already got the internet check thing covered. Okay. Okay, I need something to assign it to, so I'll just put it in here. Add block check. Oops, and it's not a capital Davie because none of the rest will get a capital, so add block check. Okay. And then change type to control add block. Okay, so we now have that in there. I'll need to go to the stats manager. I need to save it first. So we'll go back here, save that. Go back into Unity after it's recompiled. Okay, stats. Interesting. Oh no, okay, never mind. Ignore me. Please not going to do anything, Davie, because you've not assigned the ad block check. Okay, ad check failed using failbacks. Okay, awesome. So it's not running to ad block check. Drag that in there. Go back over here. Need to go back to our guru. It wants just to do that. So control copy. Okay. I don't really need it in the update section though, to be fair, but I can add it in here for ad check. I'll use internet check. And the text should be ad block check.text because I copied that different from the master. And it still isn't working because internet check objects required. Static edit internet check. Oh, okay. I don't think this one work. Okay, so internet check was. I think. No, internet check's a shame. The same. Let's just call it net check. It's not net check. It's null. And add script to add content not equal to null. It's not called add script content either, is it? That's not going to help me. It's called get add script. Yeah, that's not helping. Okay. So let's try something else then. Okay, here's my stats panel controller.cs. How can I integrate this check? One moment, I'm going to check on the kitten. The kitten is fine. He's snoring his head off. I check on the cat quite regularly because he's got a habit, if he's too quiet, of doing something he's not meant to. He's an old cat. He's like 15. So I check on him regularly just to be sure that everything is as okay as it can be. Right, so update. And let's check. Okay, so it says I checked the internet. Check. So it says I change. Update ad scripts display. No, I need to change the load stats it says for. So internet check, net check, find object, internet check. Okay, if net check equals null. Okay, so it's literally just adding another coroutine in there. Wow, that was a lot simpler than I thought. And then creating one of these for it. Oops, that's not what I meant. Ah, it's not what I meant to do. Okay, awesome. Looks like it's also added in the green and red colours. Dun, dun, dun. Let's go back to Unity and see if it crashes or it works. Okay, so the ad block one didn't update. But the ad block check text not showing. Oh, and at that point it's shown as D block check text. Let's try and find where that is. There we go. It should be ad block check text. So let's save that. Jump back into our game. Let's try and find this, because it apparently thinks that there's more of them, and there probably is, because I know what I'm like. Yeah, okay. Just change that to add, add, and add. And save. Jump across. A script has missing behavior. Okay. I think I might need to get it to clean this up at some point. What the heck? That's because it zoomed right in. Maybe. Don't know why I've got the Funfair tune thing stuck in my head. Right. Let's try this again. I'll stop playing it so I can actually make my edit to the stats manager. Okay. Now I hit play. Okay. We click stats. Okay, I think I need a better check on that. Need a better way to display that information. So let's go back to our script. What if I just change it to say ads not loaded, blocked, perhaps? Okay, so it said ads are falling back. I click on that. Ad not supported, ad not loaded, ad blocked. Okay, cool. Right. Okay, I think I need to move that quit button or the close button. I think I maybe need to move it somewhere else. Actually, or can I add? If we go to the canvas that stores them. It's playing again. Go to the canvas that stores them. Come on. Stop playing. Stop playing. Right. What I'll do is I'll add from the bottom 100 on the canvas. And that didn't seem to change anything. And what I'll do is I'll give it 25 from the right, 25 from the left. Hold on a minute. Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. Right, that's for the whole canvas. Maybe I need to add the padding to something else. So that's to the vertical layout group. What about the actual canvas? Scale, screen size, reference resolution, match width or height, expand or shrink. Yeah. Yeah, that's not a good idea. Okay, right. For the time being, I'm not too worried about that. I can always open that up. Then I open the close panel up. Can I just move the whole panel? Or I'd like to maybe just move the close button smaller, move it to one side. This is when I have other people to actually run these ideas past, so an interesting thing. For the time being, I'm just going to leave it as it is. Okay, save this. Sweet. So file, save. Okay, let's go back to our scenes and we'll go to our game scene. Okay. So inside our main camera, we have a canvas. Inside, why is it under the main camera? Okay. So there's a reset button that's turned off. That's fair enough. The fireworks effect is disabled, so I'll reset. Play again button. Should probably have a quit button. I think we should have a quit button. Okay. So what we do, duplicate, play again button, rename it quit button. Okay. Change its text to quit. Are these arranged in a row? They are. That sucks a little for these two. So I open quit button and I open the reset button. No, I don't want that. We'll open the play again button. Okay. Yeah, play again button's there. So quit button should be there all the time. I don't need worry about it being disabled, I think. Okay. So let's save that. Go over to our guru. Like, I have a button using PMP. How can I make this quit my application? To the main menu. Stats panel false, customer false. Inside the button script, click stats panel, return to main menu. No. TMP will affect 6 minutes. I don't care about that. Okay, so go back to our stats panel then. To return to main menu. And save. Okay, and jump back over to our game. Select our quit button. Go down here. Instead of having it say restart game, change it to shouldn't be restart game, it should be quit game. What did we call it? Return to main menu. Interesting that it's not showing. Did I save that? I did save it. And I saved it as public void. Okay. So it should be available. It's looking at Quizmaster. Why did it add me add it to stats controller? Why did it add me add it to stats controller? Would that not be one that would be better inside our... Yeah, not really. Yeah, not really. Okay, so that's fine. So I just go back over here. I just add another one on here. And take that and click off. And change this to... Yeah, no, I'm completely full of it. So Control Z, Control Z. Okay, it can't go inside Stats Manager. It's full of crap. ChatGPT's talking crap. It's hallucinating. Okay, so I need to cut that out there and save that. It should be main menu controller. Is it brain drain quiz? Which one? It's inside Quiz Manager, which has the brain drain quiz script. Okay. Some massive, massive things up there. Some massive updates in there. Not worried about that because control panel doesn't exist. Not worried about that. Main menu doesn't exist. Okay, right, why? I mean, okay, and return to main menu. Okay, so I can probably work out code that's missing here because this is nonsense. I wonder if it's because I've hit my limit, it's just hallucinating, sending me crap now. Go back here, go back to our splash screen. Um, and if I do that, control copy, and then go back here, place it in here. But instead of using the name, if I actually use, where is it? Where is it? Main menu scene. Okay, back in here. Does that work? Come on. Probably need to put quotes around it. That seems to work. Wonder if I should record a taunt. So if people quit, it's like, ha 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 ha, lose it. Or something equally as annoying. Because the idea is obviously to bait people into playing more. Let's go back over here. Try another game. I did not know that C# was created by Microsoft. I have no idea what quit is doing, but it's definitely not doing what it's supposed to. Hmm. So, have I screwed up here? I think I have. I think I actually have. Let me go back to our quit button. Yeah, our quit button's restarting the game when it really should be returning the main menu, so that's probably not going to help. So if I just save that and then we try again. And hopefully now when we play it, I'm also going to actually try and enter some information here. Oh, and it stopped again. I'm actually going to try something on the phone, see if it works on the phone. Oh, just play the garn. I'm trying to behave. I'm trying not to swear. I'm trying to be a good little streamer. Okay. So, Curry. And if I hit quit, I go back to my menu. Yay! Right, okay. So, I'm sure I recorded some audio, and one of them is me having a demonic laugh. Okay, so now, Jesus, the heck happened there? Must have been the timer. The timer must continue even though it goes back to the main menu. But yeah, that's a bug. Let's see if it goes in a minute. Well, technically half a minute because it's 30 seconds. Doesn't seem to be doing it. It's quite interesting. Okay. Well, it doesn't seem to be an issue just now, so let's stop compiling just now. I wanted to try and change a few things anyway in the actual game, ready for deploying to a phone. So I want to go to Edit and Project Settings, I believe. Yep. I'll expand this a bit because that seems to look like crud. Come on. Oh, and apparently I can't. Oh, fine, I'll go full screen. Screw you. Okay, so I don't really know what you're supposed to select as icons, to be honest. I mean, do I have to? Oh, okay, that's fine. I can use the brain drain logo. Right, that's sweet. Let's have a look at the icon set. There's one here about showing Unity. Well, I'm just going to try and use the same icon for the whole lot, which I think is what it's doing anyway. So this will be the icon that shows up on the phone when it's in use. And it'll be the icon that shows in the store. Okay. Geez, there's legacy icons as well. God, come on, give me a break. I don't know if I have to hit all of these, but it might as well. Just seems a little tedious. Okay, so resolution and presentation. Portrait in this case, yep. Native aspect, yep. But type, no idea what that is. Screen window, yep, fine with that. Splash image. Logos. Oh, won't let me take off the Unity logo. That's interesting. I don't know why I can't take off the Unity logo. Yeah. Well, that's interesting. Okay. Well, for the time being, I think we're good. I should also be trying to aim for the same target API level that my minimum API level is for the time being as well. So I'll just change that. Okay, and I think that's us got our settings for now. Right, well, we made some progress. We got a internet detect check. We got a deep internet check detect done. And we got a ad block check done. We fixed some problems with the stats page that weren't loading. There's still some more to load, but I'll have to provide my code in order for it to do so. And we had got a quit button added. What else did we do today? I think that's it so far. So I think the next steps, next time I stream, is to put an ad banner that appears when you're inside the settings and disappears afterwards. And then look at, I'm going to say interstitial ads. It's not interstitial ads. Look at reward ads so that you can actually get lives back and things. And I was also considering a fourth play mode, which was going to be a mode which was useful and many people have recommended it, and that is a multiple choice type game. So, with that in mind, thank you for your time. This has been Davie from Amax Games. I am one of the two idiots, and it's been wonderful spending the last 2 hours with you. I hope you enjoy, and I hope you tune in for more videos in the future, and possibly even look at our playlist for Two Idiots Learn to Code. Brain Drain Edition, or there's another one that's actually just started. My idiot John, my brother, is doing one called Splatter Brawl, which is a overhead zombie survival game. So with that in mind, thank you for your time and enjoy the rest of your evening. Take care, and I will see you the next time.